Welcome back to Pro Cycling Manager 2024 for I think the last episode of our first season with REMBE Pro Cycling. Last episode we had a transfer season, we signed quite a few good new riders like Emil Herzog for example, and we extended our existing riders. So yeah, our roster for 2025 is final, but 2025 isn't here yet. We first gotta finish 2024, and that's what today's video is about. And our most important race today will be the Deutschland Tour, because that's our last sponsor objective. We gotta just be visible, so it's not exactly a difficult sponsor objective, but we gotta check it off anyway. But first it's time for a different race, the Arctic Race of Norway, and the parkour kind of fits us. Stage 1, bit of a lumpy sprint. We've got Stage 2, a flat sprint. Stage 3, punchy finish. Stage 4, lumpy sprint. So Jacob Scott time? With a 69 sprint and 69 hill, this kind of parkour should fit him. The downside is that there's quite a bit of good competitors, and the game sees this stage as a puncher stage. I still think it's going to be a sprint or reduced group sprint, so riders like Nizzolo and Christoph are my most likely competitors, maybe Magnus Cort Nielsen. Okay, with 9 kilometers to go, I'm going to pause the game because I want to talk you through my strategy. My entire train is at the front of the peloton, and we've got one hill about to start, and I can use that hill in multiple ways. I could make it as hard as possible so that Scott has a bit of an advantage on the more pure sprinters. But then again, there's some versatile sprinters here anyway. And looking at the rest of my team, Kug is having a good day, Wright is having a good day. So there's the alternative option of attacking with both of them on the hill that comes. So I'm actually going to do exactly that. I'm going to go with Luc van der Valk on 99 into the hill, then drop it down to 95 to not spend too much energy on my guys. And let's try and line it out a little. We've got Gudmestad in the wheel, Piganzoli, Pedersen as well. And I'm going to go to still 95, 99 right now. Switch towards Jan-Mark Temmen on 95 again. Van der Valk is done for. We're going to come past pretty soon with Paul Wright. Let's do that right now on full. Or should I actually go? I'll go with 3 riders. There we go. Now Brown, he's the guy that needs to stop pacing, or stop following at least, because then those 3 riders might be able to get away, and that's what happens. We've got some attacks. Pozzo Vivo, Piganzoli. Let's hope our train is strong enough to make it happen. No, let's go 99 on Paul Wright, protect with Jan-Mark Temmen, and we've got a bit of a train going up there, and behind I need to be in a good wheel here, maybe in Brambia's wheel with Brown as well. Energy Shell on Brown. Sorry for all the pausing, but I need to with this strategy. 5k to go, we've got a gap of 20 seconds with 3 riders. Piganzoli ain't catching that, nobody's catching that. Gudmestad, Abrahamsen behind. Let's keep going, keep going, keep going. Energy Shell on Scott just in case. Any sprinters here? We've got... not really. Kind of want to be in the wheel of Johannesson though when things kick off. Let's keep going, let's keep going. Come on, Wright, come on, Wright. Temmen needs to get to the front again. And Paul Wright in the wheel. Let's go 99. We've got a full-on lead out for Silas Kug and a gap of 30 seconds on the peloton. So I think we've got this. I think there's no way we lose this. 1.5k to go. Paul Wright takes over. Jan-Mark Temmen, you are basically done for. Let's protect a little bit if possible. Let's go for the sprint here with everybody. And it's gonna be... is Wright gonna win? He was the lead out. He wasn't meant to win, but hey, I'm okay with it. Nizzolo might come in third. Yes, just about passes Jan-Mark Temmen, but a 1-2 for REMBE Pro Cycling on stage 1 of the Arctic Race of Norway. My reverse lead out finally worked. That's how I like it. Our boys on the podium. 13 seconds we take on the peloton, so that's, I guess, good for GC. We've now got a 4-second lead on Silas Kug and 13 seconds on Paul Inneke. I think that's because of the intermediate sprints during the stage, maybe? That's possible. By the way, that's a fire jersey. Hey, we're starting off with a victory, so I'm definitely happy with that. By the way, this video is sponsored by REMBE Pro Cycling. They've actually got a giveaway going on their Instagram, link in the description. You can win a Benotti gravel bike, and I think that's worth it to give it a try, so go check it out, go compete, and hopefully one of you wins. Next up is a flat sprint with the likes of Nizzolo, Christoph, Warenskjold, and also Maresco. And we've got Jacob Scott. Now, the sprint bug is supposed to be fixed, but let's be honest about it, I'm still struggling when to launch my sprint, so I don't rate my chances very high because I suck at sprints in this game. It's honestly gonna be a wonder if I win a single flat sprint in this entire series at this point. Last 7 kilometers, I'm trying to position our train here. Scott not exactly in the wheel of Paul Wright. Let's hope that fixes itself in the last 2 kilometers. Van der Valk is almost done. It's almost Julian Brown time. He can go 99 as we speak. Van der Valk out of the way. There we go. Energy Shell on Wright and on Scott. Perfect. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. I think the stage finishes on an airport. At least that's what it says on the right top. So that's a curious finish. Come on, Silas Kuch, you're the next one to go, but my train is so chaotic right now. I don't know how this is going to go. Let's go 99 with Silas right now. Brown out of the way. Wright's in a good position now. Let's launch with Silas Kuch. Let's launch with Wright. We've got Scott in the wheel. Let's launch right now at 1.1 kilometers to go. Jacob Scott, Jacob Scott, Jacob Scott. Come on, come on, come on. Launched a bit too late. Christoph wins, but that's arguably one of my better sprints since the sprint bug got fixed. So I'm okay with that. In the end, that is 10th and 11th with Scott and Paul Wright. When it comes to GC, he's still first and second, but Timothy Dupont took some bonus seconds. He's now third on 7 seconds. So we gotta watch out, but on paper, the next stage shouldn't actually be that good for Dupont. A punchy finish like that, Dupont should drop, but we've got better competitors there. Tobias Johannesson, for example. Let's hope Paul Wright survives. So there's 10k left. I'm at the front of the peloton with my riders. Paul Wright being protected by Jacob Scott with Kuch and Temmen in the wheel. And we've got attacks, actually. That's unlikable. I will put Wright in the wheel of Scott. And I'll try and do a bit of a train for the next kilometer to try and catch back up to these guys to make sure they don't have a gap before the climb even starts. There we go. It's about 5 kilometers to climb. I think 4.8% average, 8.3 as max percentage. Looks like we're actually doing quite a good job controlling this. Why are they attacking on the flat? That makes absolutely no sense. It's like, good for me. It saves me energy, but it's an interesting strategy. 5.8 kilometers, the climb's about to start. Let's switch towards Paul right now. Scott can protect him. Energy shells on Temmen already for when Scott is done for. So basically, when Scott is done when it comes to his energy, I'll switch the protection over to Jan-Mark Temmen, and after him, Silas Kuch. That's the plan. We've got a gap of Baldacchini and Meris. These guys have 18 seconds on the peloton. Climb's actually not steep at all right now, but the steepness is coming, so 85, 86, something like that. Scott's doing really well right now. Might not even need Silas Kuch at this pace. 88, is that too much? Might be too much. I have to do it anyway. Let's try and move on the left side here. Not get blocked by Synok. Synok, get out of the way! Come on! Oh my god. That is illegal. That is so illegal. 92, come on, Wright, come on, Wright. Silas Kuch can protect you now. There we go, there we go. 95, 97, 98. Come on, come on, come on. We're gonna finish as close as possible. Let's sprint towards them. Let's sprint towards them. I want no gap, but there's gonna be a gap. There's gonna be a gap. They're on 23 seconds in GC plus 10 bonus seconds. I think we might just about lose a jersey. I'm not sure. Let's take a look at the podium. 11 seconds down. Where are we? We are 11 seconds down. Plus 10 seconds bonus seconds. We should still be in the lead. Yes, we are. By 2 seconds. By a mere 2 seconds on Pablo Castillo, Paul Wright is still in the lead of the Arctic Race of Norway. That was honestly a terrifying final. By the way, Pablo Castillo, you might not have heard of him too much, but this guy's actually going to ride for Ineos next year, so you'll see him a lot in the future. So, final stage then. On paper, I'd say a sprint stage, but there's that hill in the last 5 kilometers, so that could spice things up. Honestly, we should be able to protect our GC on a stage like this. So there's a 12-man breakaway up the road, and what is that? There's a rider in here on 33 seconds, and that means I have to actually start pacing in the peloton. I gotta make sure that this breakaway does not stay away today. The most dangerous cyclist or the closest rider in GC is this man, Norwegian cyclist André Drege, and you might not have heard the news, but about a week and a half ago, he crashed in a descent at the Tour of Austria, and he's not with us anymore. So I have no words to describe how I feel about what happened. It's a shame that we still have cyclists passing away, dying while racing, while performing the sport that we love to watch, that they love to work out, to perform, and André Drege is unfortunately the last victim of that. And there is a problem with our sport in terms of safety. Whether this death could have been avoided, I don't know, but my thoughts are with his family, his friends, his team, and I do want to ask you, should I keep André Drege in this career mode as a bit of a memory towards him, or should I take him out? I don't know what the right move is, to be honest, so I'd love to hear your input in the comments below. Thing is, it's not even the first time in these videos, in my career modes on Pro Cycling Manager, that I see a rider in my game that's not here anymore. And that's absolutely heartbreaking. And this, I fucking hate this sport sometimes. Now, because of Drege's presence in the breakaway with about 55 kilometers to go, I've burned through Temmen entirely, Luc van der Valk as well, Brown as well. So I've got only 4 riders left in this race. Fortunately, other teams are also taking it up. They're also trying to chase this breakaway, and we're only a solid 30 seconds behind now, so it's under control. So 30k to go, breakaway has been caught. I've got limited energy on Wright, Van der Valk, and on Kirk, so this is actually not looking very good. Scott is done for, so no sprint for him. Come on, Paul Wright, just recover. Let's put ourselves on 65 and attack by Julien. I don't know who that is, but he's being followed by Brambilla, and I do know who that is. So let's try and sit up in their wheel and let's try and recover in the next 5-ish kilometers here. On to the next hill. We've got a move by Marco Tizza. He is 13 GC. I gotta be ready to try and respond to that. 92, 94. Please keep the peloton in one line. Come on, no splits, no splits. There's a split. There's a split. 5 riders with 17 seconds on the peloton. I don't really have the domestique power to close that down, but looks like the peloton did it themselves. Yes, they've been caught. So we've got a bit of a 7k flat segment. Hopefully I can survive this. Last 3.5 kilometers, we've got to move once again. It's Mary's going off the front. How far is he in GC? 33 seconds. Let's do 95. Paul Wright, hold on, my friend, hold on. Almost at the top, almost at the top. Come on, Paul Wright, come on, Paul Wright. He's going to be out of energy. Come on, into the descent. Let's go all out here, all out with Tom van der Valk. No, 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 no. No, 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 we're losing it. We are losing it. We are going to lose this completely, I think. Silas Kirk, try and launch. Nah, nah, nah. Medes takes a stage, and I think we lost GC. Oh, no. Let's hope it's not true. Wait, the gap's only 13 seconds. It was more on the road, but I'm not complaining. That means Paul Wright wins the Arctic Race of Norway by 2 seconds on Castrillo, 6 seconds on Tizza, and Silas Kirk also in 7th on 14 seconds, so great race. On the stage itself, we suffered, finishing 19th and 23rd, but hey, the most important part is we've got the overall victory. What did I just read? Visma Leasebike recruits Roglic. Bora Hansgrohe recruits Vingegaard. They switched Vingegaard and Roglic in transfer season? Vingegaard's riding for Bora in 2025, Roglic for Visma, UAE Team Emirates gets Skjelmose, Pogacar extends, Van Aert goes to Soudal Quickstep, Merlier goes to Groupama FDG, and Quickstep gets Jonathan Milan. These transfers are crazy. Quickstep gets Peo Bilbao, Little Trek gets Hirschi. It keeps going. Those are such Pro Cycling Manager transfers. Anyway, now it's time for the most important race of today's episode, the Deutschland Tour. Starting off with a 3.6 kilometer prologue. Let's see what Nihus can do in that. After that, 177k, bit of a versatile sprint stage. Same thing for the third stage, to be honest. And then finally, a proper mountain stage onto the Schauensland, something like that, climb. And then on the final stage, we've got that's a hilly stage. That's a puncher stage in Stuttgart. And I have to remind you, it's a sponsor objective, visibility 1, so we just gotta be visible, get in breakaways, and maybe try and get a good result here and there. And to be honest, I don't think it's possible for me not to get the sponsor objective. And yeah, we've got a very strong squad here. Jacob Scott is here for the punchy sprints, Appelbaum as a climber, Paul Wright as a puncher, Nihus as our TT monster that he has become, Julian Borech, versatile, domestique across every terrain, Rotman, pure sprinter, Lennart Vöge as a bit of a domestique all-round. With our 67 prologue stat, fighting against 75 prologue Warenskjold and Steimle, I don't really feel like riding this, to be honest. I don't like prologues to begin with, so I'll simulate it. Oof, not in the top 20. I probably could have done better by riding that. We finished 43rd with Nihus, 34th with Appelbaum. And most importantly, 0 visibility, so we'll have to work on that in the coming stages. Anyway, let's make ourselves visible on this stage too. On paper, we can try and sprint at the end, but I also want to go in the breakaway, take some KOM points, and be visible. When I said I wanted to be in the breakaway, I actually meant with someone else, because alone is very alone. And I'm not alone, I've got a companion, Aaron Wenk, in the peloton as well, together with John, Bangert, and Lip trying to bridge towards me. 5 riders in the group right now, intermediate sprint coming up. I'm trying to move up through the group right now. Let's do on 80, and let's see if I can get some speed into the intermediate sprint here. Borech tries to sprint against Bangert and Wenk. Come on, Borech, come on, Borech! I think we got second there. Actually, I can see that now. Let's hover over the sprint, and we've got Borech in first. I actually won the sprint. Roughly 3k to go towards the first KOM point, the first cat climb, and I'm the best climber in this group, the best puncher as well, so I should be able to take this. 1.3 kilometers to go, setting my own tempo at the front. It flattens off towards the top, so I need to keep that in mind. I'm gonna launch right now with about 1 kilometer to go. We've got Bangert in the wheel, Wank in that wheel. Let's go towards full sprint right now, last segment, and I think we've got it. Yes, we do. We've got the full points here. 1.5 kilometers to go. This one's the second cat climb. Lip of the bag. Bangert, John, and Wank still here. I will launch right now, but not full. Just gotta keep up, just gotta keep up. This one stays a bit steeper, this one stays a bit steeper. All out right now in the last 300 meters. Let's try and come past, and I think we just didn't do it. I think we got second there. We're now on 26 points. The second rider is Nick Bangert on 18. Vincent John also 18. Last 30k, another KOM point. Second cat this one. Let's go right now. Not full yet, not full yet, not full yet. Last 500 meters. Let's go right now. Come on, come on, come on. Let's get past, let's get past. Second again. But hey, I think we're extending our lead, maybe? Not really. We're 6 points ahead, so we're still in the lead. So that's the most important part. One is dropped, that's Wank. We've got Bangert and John still in the wheel. My red bar is very empty, so I think I might get slapped here. Oh, they're dropped. But hey, we made it. In front of the peloton, there we go. We got the points, that's the most important thing. And we've got 44 now, so that's 16 over the second rider. 4.5 kilometers to go. We're looking good. A four-man train at the front pole, right in the wheel. We've got a slight descent though, so I actually have to watch out with that. Ooh, right stake cover from Applebaum was a bit late. Let's keep going, keep going, keep going. Let's try and sprint into this descent. Is that risky? I might do it. Scott in the wheel, Rotman in that wheel. Come on, come on. Ooh, right is gapping everyone. That wasn't the plan. Rotman, get ready, get ready. Launch right now. It might actually be Scott fighting it out for us. Rotman is way too far behind. We've got Fire taking it? No, Konishev on the right. Anyway, 7th with Jacob Scott. With our actual sprinter, we get 19th, so I did something wrong. Actually, I forgot to check. Our visibility in this stage was visibility 10, so that's the maximum. That's perfect. Anyway, on stage 3, another sprinty opportunity. I'd like to do better than 7th. I want a top 5 in this sprint. Plot twist, I'm actually not going in the breakaway because there's only 1 KOM point in the first half of the race and the other 3 are on the last, like, 30 kilometers, so if I can control the breakaway in some shape or form, that would be an alternative strategy, because then I can just attack for the KOM points in the final few kilometers. So this break of 5 has taken the first KOM points and will take the second one, but I'm going to try and take the last 2 with Boraj, and I think I'm going to catch them by then. The gap is now 2 minutes, so we're right on track. Last 2.5 kilometers, I'm keeping it real close. The gap is 40 seconds, so let's try and jump right now on the climb. Let's see if Boraj can do this. 94, something like that. We're going to pass Medical. Can we pass the other 2? I'm not sure about it. We're going to get close. I think we can. I think we can. Last kilometer towards the top, and there we go. Boraj is going to take the points. Well, wait, no. It's still a kilometer to the top. Fuck, I'm way too early, but I'm gonna take the points anyway. I thought the sprint was there. Anyway, we are passing the top and we took a minute on the peloton? That's crazy. So yeah, Boraj did not make it to the next KOM. He's done for just before the top, so that's a bit of a bummer, but at least it's random domestiques taking the points and not necessarily competitors. 54 points lead now. That is, oh, math, 26, I think? On the second person. With about 7k left, we're not looking too impressive when it comes to domestiques, that's for sure. We've got 3 riders, and the last of which is our sprinter, Rotman, so I'm gonna try my best here, but energy-wise, I'm not looking good, but I think that's the same when it comes to our competitors, because there's been so many splits in the peloton throughout this entire stage. Last 5 kilometers, we've got a descent coming up, so I can keep going a little like this. There we go. Gonna go 99 now with the rights, and let's get energy gels going on everybody. It will be on time for Rotman, not for the leadouts to be honest, but ooh, get to the wheel, don't use too much red like this. There we go. Last 2.5 kilometers, Wright can sprint, Scott in the wheel. Scott can sprint pretty soon right now as well. Rotman can launch after this. Right now, there we go. Come on, Rotman. Come on, Jonathan. Come on, Jonathan. This one's yours, Jonathan. No, he ran out of energy and he couldn't get there. Warren Skjold takes it. Do we get our top 5? Yes, we do. We get 5th. So my sprints are gradually getting better. One day, I'll win one. In the end, I'm pretty happy with the result, because Søren always should beat us. Konishev, 71 sprint as well. Townsend as well. Colin Stussy, maybe that's the guy I should be able to beat, but I won't complain too much. A top 5 is progress. Oh, and also 9 visibility, so I think we're cleaning this when it comes to our race objective. I am a bit more worried about this stage. A mountain finish on Schoensland. We've got Applebaum, 68 mountain, 70 hills, so he's going to be a rider here. Boraj, once again, going to be in the breakaway, I think. Let's try and take these first cat and second cat points from the break. So Boresh starting from the front and immediately attacking. Let's try and get in that breakaway. 1.3k to the top, 1.1. I almost want to go, but this is really steep. Right now, maybe. There we go, at 1k to go. Let's not go all out yet. Not go all out yet. Does it flatten out somehow? A little bit later. Let's go harder, harder, harder. There we go. And now all out. We're gonna miss out on the full points. REMBE takes that, but we get second. So I'm okay with that. We're now on 66 points, a second on 28. The next climb's already here, and we're going to launch right now already. There we go. We've got Gabalika and REMBE in our wheel. 500 meters to go. Let's go a bit faster. Let's go a bit faster. Let's wait, let's wait, let's wait. Let's go all out now. Let's see if we can pass him. Nope, we're going to get second behind him again. 74 points now. So let's take a look at how many points I can get, or someone can get, on that final climb. That's 25 points. So I think we might actually win the KOM classification of the Deutschland Tour. That's perfect. I do swear that in previous versions of the game, I could hover like this over the profile and it would show the actual gradients of the climb, like with the yellow-red colors, and now that's kind of gone. I don't know why. Before the stage started, I thought I'd go for Appelbaum, because let's be honest about it, he's got 70 mountain, 68 default stat, but Nihus also has 70 mountain and major boosts when it comes to his secondary stats, so I think it's actually gonna be Nihus for this one. I swear this peloton is sprinting on this climb. How am I supposed to keep up like this? Like, I'm just doing my own tempo, hoping I can pass them all by the top. That's kind of the strat right now. We're now in the last 5 kilometers and we have moved up, but I'm spending quite a bit of energy being up here. Appelbaum is left to protect Nihus as well. Come on, guys. Come on, come on, come on. 4 kilometers towards the top. Passing people right now. Certain Weidenskool is gone. We've got... I'm always ruining that name, by the way. Nihus now moving up. Last 3 kilometers. Attacks at the front by Martin Godson, I think that is. We've got Pozzo Vivo on the left. Let's do 75 for now. Energy Gel on Nihus. Appelbaum can take over when it comes to protection. We're looking good so far. 2.5 kilometers to go. Let's keep this up. Let's do 80, something like that. We've got loads of people still up here though, so it might be a little bit of a sprint towards the top, but if I can do 85, 78 maybe. Let's try and keep up. 81, 1.5 kilometers to go. We're almost in the last kilometer. A group of 14 up here, so if I can top 5 GC, I'll be happy. So let's keep going. Oh, we might even do better. Last 600 meters, let's 99 this. And we will pass a few people. Let's get third, let's get third. Pass Castrillo, pass Castrillo. Yes, we do. We could have gotten second if I launched a little bit earlier, but I'm very happy with third on this stage. I'm probably underselling it when I say I'm happy with third, because that's an amazing result. This is the queen stage of our most important race of the season, the Deutschland Tour, the tour of our home country. When it comes to GC, we move up 35 spots into 5th, now 11 seconds from Pablo Castrillo, the leader. And that brings us to the final stage. Bit of a hilly parkour into Stuttgart. I think we can defend our top 5 spot here and maybe compete for the stage. Another day, another breakaway for Julian Boresh, starting at the front, so it's easier to get in the break that way. There we go. So 1k towards the top, we've got Bushek with us. We're gonna launch for that KOM point. He's launching a bit later than me, and he's not beating me because Julian Boresh is the Flash. There we go. And I think our KOM jersey is secure on paper. 90 points, 38 is his second rider, so there's a gap of 52 points, and there's about 4 times 10 points available. So yes, we've got our KOM jersey, it is secure. Let's wait on the peloton. No energy spendage for Julian anymore. Let's just celebrate with him. Today's race day conditions are toying with me. A +2 on Appelbaum, 74 hill. Same when it comes to ride, and Nihus, terrible daily foam. So it's not a great day for him, but he's the one we need to protect today. But on the other hand, I kind of want to try to win the stage with Ride and Appelbaum as well, you know? God, even Jacob Scott has a chance because the guy has 71 hill today and can actually sprint. Right now on the second last climb, as always, I see a climb, I have to smash it with my team, so that's exactly what I'm doing. I don't know why I do it, it probably helps me a little bit, so that's why I'm going for it. It might actually make a split in the peloton this tempo, because it's actually quite hard. Fergie can take over, Rotman can protect him, there we go. Let's keep on going over the top into the descent right now. Let's go back down to 85. Any splits? Doesn't look like it. Looks like the peloton is in one piece right now. 7 kilometers to go. Last hill. I'm smashing it once again. Let's go 99 over the top with Paul Wright. Let's do the same with Appelbaum on 95. Paul Wright you can follow. Paul Wright you can follow. Nihus. Nihu's dropping off the wheel, still in the group. Let's keep that going. Let's keep that going. We've got a 4-man train here. That is perfect. Applebaum back in the wheel of right. Energy shells on everybody. Scott is here for the sprint. That is perfect. Keep going, keep going. 3.5 to go. Ooh, peloton's back together, but at least we are here with everybody. Applebaum can take over. Let's do 99. That is way too early, I think, but there's a descent, so this might actually save me. Scott looking good. Let's launch. It's a descent anyway. Let's go, everybody. Let's go. Come on, Scott. Come on, Scott. Come on, Scott. You've got this, Scott. These corners are not helping. Come on, Scott. Fredheim on the right. Scott on the left. Fredheim on the right. Stian Fredheim takes it, but I think we secure our top 5 in GC with Nihu. So on paper, we Gucci. By the way, we podiumed the sprint. We got second today, so I'm happy with that. And next to that, GC, we're still in the top 5, so that's perfect. Mountain, also 94 points. We are first. We win the KOM classification of this race with a visibility stat of 9. So race objective completed. And here we can see that. It's a super success, a visibility 9 instead of 1. And we also completed every single one of our sponsor objectives. Basically, a perfect season. Now, at the start of this video, I said I thought this would be the last episode of this season, but I'm wrong, because there's plenty of races yet to come. I want to do a proper wrap-up of the season, so there's one more episode to come of this first season, and that's gonna be for next time. Thank you very much for watching this episode. Thanks to REMBE Pro Cycling for sponsoring this video, and I guess I'll see you next time. Goodbye.